Hey, how goes it? Ken Bozak from the BitcoinPodcast.com, here to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin accessories. And as always, I'm accompanied by John Crothers, Crypto Therapy. Say hi, John.
What's going on? Hi, John.
Hi, John. Long John Simpson. Wasn't that like a popular cat video?
What's that?
I feel like that was a popular cat video where the cat speaks and it's like Long John Simpson or something. I don't know. For some reason, it's like in my head. So, let's see who's in the chat box.
We got $1 from M Rocky.
M Rocky is there.
M Rocky. Whoa! Thank you so much. Let me see if I can find the chat box on my screen here. Oh no, I lost the chat box. Oh no. Thank you so much for the super chat. That is awesome. John, why don't you shout out everybody who's in the chat box while I work on my technical difficulties?
Well, looks like Hot Cheese Shave Let's Fia was first. Mr. Bowles is here as always. DJ Meat Popsicle, what's going on? I like that name. Death6X, Frank, Truth Monster, what's going on, y'all? Thunder XXX, Yo, and Mr. Rocky, or M Rocky. That's all we got so far. Who's hollowed out? Oh, some creepers.
We got some creepers. We got a couple thumbs up. That's awesome. Everybody that's watching, make sure you go in the description box and click on the giveaway link. So, let's see. Is there an echo?
You faded out real bad on my end. M Rocky is there.
M Rocky. Whoa, thank you so much. Oh, I hear an echo. You know what? It's because I have this. I tried to open the chat box on my screen.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, no. Sorry about the echo. Yeah, I was trying to recover the chat box and now it won't stop Thank you the so audio. much for the super. Sorry. There we go.
Growing.
Ah, growing pains. I'm sorry about that, guys. But the good news is I got the chat box back. What is going on? Surge? That's what's up. What's up, Mr. Balls? DJ Meat Popsicle. Alright, man. Sorry again, everybody. Please go ahead and pound the thumbs up. I apologize for the echo. This is our guest. I'm having so many technical problems over here. Alright, so why don't we just go ahead and dive into what we're talking about tonight. And in token talk, we're going to talk about OMG. Ominous Go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I got to get some of this. Alright, so it's $3.17. Has the 12% increase for the 24 hours. If you go down to the all-time chart here, you can see it's been growing healthfully. I mean, that is a nice, healthy chart. That doesn't look like any madness, and it's been around for a decent amount of time. What, 2 months? I guess they had an ICO or something. I'm just speculating on that. Have you heard about this before, John?
Never, but looking at the chart, it looks a hell of a lot better than Bitcoin Cash right now.
Bitcoin Cash is dying, man. I can't wait till it's gone. I mean, that's just my hopes. It's going to be around for sure. Hey, anyway, the good.
I was just saying, a lot of us think the same, you know.
Right now, the total crypto market cap is 118,921,511,799 and Bitcoin's market cap dominance 46.8%. Yeah. That's where I get them with the Bcash wasn't free money. All that money that's in Bcash would be in Bitcoin's market cap right now, and that would be ballin'. But that's why they say it wasn't free money, for the record, when people are all confused. But back to OMG, oh my god. Let's go over and check out their website here, where they're talking about unbank the banked with Ethereum. Now, I think that's funny because everyone's saying, like, you can bank the unbanked with Bitcoin, but you want to unbank the banked with Ethereum. I like that, like, wordplay there. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, or do you need the link, John?
Yeah, I'm looking at the website. I'm just reading this little paragraph here.
Yeah, I got that.
The public.
Yo, go ahead.
Ethereum financial technology for use in mainstream digital wallets that enables real-time peer-to-peer value exchange and payment services agnostically across jurisdictions and organizational silos, and across both fiat money and decentralized currencies. Designed to enable financial inclusion and disrupt existing institutions. Access will be made available to everyone via the OMG network and digital wallet framework starting in Q4 this year.
Okay, cool. So now, now it's like early investor time. If you think that this is all going to work, you're buying the rumor, sell the news in Q4.
So is this Bitcoin on Ethereum, or?
Yeah, that's where I'm confused exactly what they got going on. So here we go. We got, what is OMG? OMG is the answer to a fundamental coordination problem amongst payment processors, gateways, and financial institutions. By enabling decentralized exchange on a public blockchain at high volume and low cost, OMG provides a next generation value transfer service of operating across currencies and asset types. So that's pretty cool. It sounds like they're almost like the that app that used to be cool, Circle. That was a cool app.
Never heard.
Yeah, well, I think by the time you got into it, it already said, like, we're not going to use Bitcoin on the front end, but it's going to be everything we use on the back end. And they use that to use, like, to move money across the world from USD, Euro, and Great British Pound. They use Bitcoin's blockchain in the background to do all those fiat moves instantly and without a fee. Circle is pretty cool for that. Anyway. Through the OMG network connected to the Ethereum mainnet, anyone will be able to conduct financial transactions such as payments, remittances, payroll deposits, business-to-business commerce, supply chain finance, loyalty programs, asset management, and trading, and other on-demand services in a completely decentralized and inexpensive way. Further, millions of mainstream users in the largest growing economics in the world will be enabled to make the transaction from using fiat to fiat money to using decentralized cryptocurrencies such as ETH, Bitcoin, and others. The OMG network is intrinsically as agnostic. That's like a tongue twister in the brain to the tongue between fiat and decentralized money. As far as adoption and usage go, the system is constructed so that the best currencies will win. So it sounds like it's going to be like a trading platform / wallet / it's going to have currencies and assets, and that's where I think it's interesting, because people on Gbonikz would love to be able to cash out into US dollar instantly on that exchange.
This guy's asked like 3 or 4 times now. Drew
Sounds like Ripple.
what do you think about btcminer.me and btcprominer.life?
I don't think anything about btcminer.anything, and please stop spamming or you will be blocked, because I don't mess with miner whatever that is. So, sorry, don't know. All right, John, final thoughts on OMG.
I think I agree with Shane Singleton. He said it sounds like Ripple.
It does, but I mean, it even said like the consumer, like you and me. Ripple's more for like the banks. This is more for like if you just want, you don't have to show your identification or anything. You can just trade currencies and assets on this exchange. Somebody said.
I guess I had to see it working.
Yeah, I would love to see a video on this, but unfortunately, none of it's in English. I already looked. So let's go ahead and move on to our main topic. This is a story by Joshua from Cointelegraph.com titled, and then it refreshed. Mastercard files patent for refund services for cryptocurrency users. So it looks like these payment processors and transfer value systems like Visa and Mastercard are getting more and more interested in blockchain asset transfer values. By the way, Agartha asked how much was Bcash worth. It is worth $331, but Bitcoin has broken through 3,400 at $3,402.82.
3,411.
Oh, over here on Coinbase, it's a little bit more, bro. So we broke through ceilings, man. We're breaking ceilings, man. Ethereum's 270, by the way.
Bitcoin Cash donation address.
Do I?
Yeah, somebody asked.
I do have a Bcash donation address. It's in the info box below. Send me Bcash. That would be. I have not received Bcash yet, so that would be cool. I did give away 0.1 Bcash live the other day. In the article, global credit card company Mastercard has filed a patent application with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO. That's a mouthful, even abbreviate it, for the creation of refund services for digital currency users. In the patent titled Information Transaction Infrastructure, okay, that's what they're going to call it. The company hinted at its plan to explore possible means of implementing these features. Or maybe they just want to make sure if this works out, you know, they're not left with somebody else owning the patent. So that's pretty smart on them. And obviously they think enough to do something like this, so it makes me more confident in my investments. Based on the application published by the USPTO on August 3rd, 2017, the sole inventor of the proposed tool was former Mastercard senior analyst Vladimir Gulash. I butchered that. I'm sorry. I apologize, Vlad. Alright, hold up.
Just call him Putin.
Just call him Putin. You're all Putin. I'm a Putin, you're a Putin, he's a Putin, she's a Putin, we're all Putins. Anyway, some key details of the patent application. Based on the published document, the proposed service will establish an infrastructure that would allow users to verify their identity, their identities and link them from digital currency addresses that they had chosen to disclose. So you can pick like which address you wanted to use and have out there exposed. An example of how the system will work was also presented. Part of the document reads, and then they have a quote here. All right, a typical transaction involving a payment from Alice to Bob. Okay, they're very typical names, right? Operates in the following way. Bob creates a new address using the cryptocurrency client and provides the address to Alice. As a destination for the payment. If everybody can see, this is really, really dark on my end. And I'm sorry if it's like that for you too. So it's making it pretty difficult to read on my end. What was that? There's something I need to exit. Oh, there's an ad somewhere. Whatever, I'll find it. All right, Alice makes the transaction. Crypto Odyssey gave us $2 through Super Chat. Thank you, bro, so much. All right, so Alice makes the transaction using her cryptocurrency client by indicating a payment to the address indicated by Bob from one of her own addresses. This is done by signing a transaction request with her private key of her address. The public key is being usable to establish that the transaction was sent by Alice to Bob's address. All right, and then now they have here. I got cotton mouth. Can you get me a drink, babe? Yeah. I shouldn't have smoked so much before this. The system being proposed by Mastercard aims to financiate. That's a fun word. The refund process in payment transactions. Under the current system, a customer who requests a refund, thank you, must have the funds sent back to the same address they paid from. Sounds solid. Mastercard suggests the creation of a service that will allow users to choose and send refunds to a different wallet address. This system will help. Oh, that's cool. Okay, now I get it. Facilitate the refund of payments much easier and quicker as part of the application explains. So then if you wanted a refund for something, you could have it go to a different address instead of the one you're spending from.
But still, wouldn't it require that that person like initiate the refund and have to agree to that?
Well, yeah, I mean, but they're building that process where that will be doable. I mean, I'm sure credit card refunds were a nightmare when the first month they had credit cards out there. They were like, I really hope that nobody brings a refund in. You know, I'm sure it was a nightmare when there was like a diner club card and somebody wanted a refund for like the engagement ring they bought. I'm sure that that was a nightmare at first too. The first party private address is not communicated to the second party. Oh, so this is just the basics. But the first party's public address is communicated to the second party. This approach is particularly suitable for transfers of cryptocurrencies as it allows for an effective refund mechanism. So basically, when you send me a transaction, it gives me your public address with it in case I ever have to send some back. So that's cool. Your private keys stay private, but your public address comes with the transaction. In case there's a refund on my end, I can just automatically, or the system will automatically initiate the refund because with every transaction, there was a public address associated to it for somewhere for the money to go back to. So hopefully this would prevent people from sending money into the ether to an address that doesn't exist. Something would catch it, send it back.
That makes sense to me now. Okay, I got it. I'm on board.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The more I read, and I guess I'm like zoning out into it. Like, yeah, this is interesting. I don't pre-read any of this, which I probably should. It would make it better, but I don't have the time. Mastercard is not the only financial institution in the race for patent approval. In fact, Bank of America and Goldman Sachs are some of the leading applicants for the increasing applications that USPTO has received in the first quarter of 2017, whose applications are still pending approval. So there's a shit ton more of these coming our way, and that just means it's more and more likely that we're going to see this become mainstream.
Sweet.
Yo, Bitcoin ain't stopping. Yo, Bitcoin ain't stopping. It's still going. It's still doing its thing.
Yeah.
It stopped over here, but it ain't. It's still on that. It was up.
K7 give. I don't know. What are the next coins to airdrop or fork?
Oh yes, I forgot to mention this. OMG is doing an airdrop. I didn't see any final information about it. This is going back to the earlier topic for anybody tuning in now. But OMG was the token talk, and yes, they're doing an airdrop. You're gonna get they have 5% of the total market supply like set aside to distribute evenly amongst people based on their Bitcoin holdings, sort of like how other things have done with like Ethereum in the past. So this is pretty cool, but no like deadlines or timelines or anything have been announced, so I don't know. And no, I don't know if there's any other airdrops happening, but that would be cool. So yes, K7, sorry, yes, K7 Gixer 1000, OMG will be the next airdrop.
What's an airdrop?
Free cryptocurrency, bro. That's what happened with Bcash. It was airdropped, like, two for free.
Okay.
Yeah, well, OMG's actually doing that as well, but I didn't put that in this video because they didn't give me a date. I ran into it researching it, but it just sounds like they want to hype up their own stuff with, like, their own, like, you know, future news that when you say a date and time, I'll start talking about it, you know?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking an airdrop was, but yeah, figured to ask, right? Show my ignorance.
Also, we have another article over here. If you wanted to read that for us, by Joseph Young. I think he's like a teenager who writes for Cointelegraph.com. I like his articles. They're really easy to read, really well put together. Why don't you go ahead and take it from here, John, with the title?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool.
Okay. Because consumers losing trust in banks moving towards Bitcoin. I like the sound of that.
Yes, me too, man. It's evolution right there.
Consumers are losing trust in major banks and financial service providers. Many institutional investors, traders, and most millennials are moving towards Bitcoin and fintech due to fraudulent activities and inefficiencies in existing banks. Sweet. I like that. All right. Banking scandals. Recently, the Wells Fargo car loans scandal swept across the financial industry, in which Wells Fargo allegedly defrauded 800,000 car loan customers, stole 25,000 cars. Various trusted sources, including Boing Boing, revealed that Wells Fargo forced unwanted car insurance on borrowers, owed money to wrong accounts, and increased the monthly payments of the car loans. Shady shit. Say, for example, that a customer agreed to a monthly payment of $275 in principal and interest on her car loan, and arranged for the amount to be deducted from her bank account automatically. If she were not advised about the insurance and increased her monthly payment to, say, $325, her account would become overdrawn as soon as Wells Fargo added the coverage. God damn. More than that, a report obtained by Boing Boing further revealed that the bank owed $73 million to wronged customers after the attempt to defraud millions of customers was revealed. That was the thing where they like open up accounts, right? Open up accounts without telling you.
Yeah, I had people were talking about that, about banks opening up accounts for people when they didn't know that they were opening them and insuring. It was just awful, and it blew up in their face. And no, I don't think anybody that made a lot of money off that got in trouble. It was like all middle management. It was like the pawns, the associates that got in trouble.
Yeah. In response to the Wells Fargo scandal, prominent Bitcoin advocate, security researcher, and expert Andreas Antonopoulos stated, if I steal one car, you're a car thief. If you steal one car, you're a car thief. I read that wrong. And go to jail or get shot. If you steal 25,000 cars, you're a bank and nothing happens. Typical, right? You need to have more money in order to have more pull in his fucked up system. Terrifying precedent. In July alone, a number of major bank scandals emerged. Apart from the Wells Fargo case, the European Union states announced that they are actively investigating into methods and measures that would prevent bank clients and users from withdrawing their funds. Sources include Reuters reported that the EU is looking into such measures in order to prevent banks from failing. The desire is to prevent a bank run so that when a bank is in a critical situation, it is not pushed over the edge. A source from the German bank close to the case told Reuters. Other sources have also told Reuters that involving banks, along with EU states, perceive such measure as a feasible option. The so-called feasible plan of EU banks to lock up user funds in order to prevent financial failures and instability of banks sets a terrifying precedent for bank consumers. If banks have the ability to prevent users from withdrawing their money, which they already do, bank users and clients can never remain confident regarding the whereabouts and security of their funds, which is why we're in a cryptocurrency. The vast majority of bank users and consumers reliant on financial service providers are more towards Bitcoin and innovative fintech applications for the above-mentioned reason. Funds in bank-owned accounts that can be locked, suspended, terminated, and manipulated at any point in time. And 5 reasons consumers are losing trust in banks. Banking fraud. Banks like Wells Fargo have shown fraudulent activities that we just read. Distrust. Facebook study majority of millennials do not trust banks. Expensive banking. Banks are providing extremely expensive services. Fintech boost. Lack of trust between the new generation of users and banks leads to boost of fintech and decentralized currencies. And then Bitcoin growth. Bitcoin's exponential increase in demand. Fintech apps such as Ally Play records astronomical numbers of users. Disconnected. Cointelegraph also previously reported that according to a Facebook study, the vast majority of millennials have lost trust and confidence in existing bank systems. Millennials also feel disconnected from the financial services industry. Many financial institutions have yet to realize that winning over the millennial generation will require a transformative overhaul from how each institution views its competition to how it connects to the clients or connects with clients. The Facebook research paper read. So yeah, seems like it, but there's still like those few people out there who they're like, yeah, there's a problem with the banking system, and then they just continue to put their money in the fucking bank. You know, they don't diversify and actually get into Bitcoin or anything like that. I've got a friend like that. I'm trying to get Carl into fucking Bitcoin so hard, and my brother. And they agree when I talk to them about this shit. And I'm like, look, the banks are not there for you. They're there for themselves. Oh yeah, I agree. But you know, here's my money, banks. You know,
yep.
God damn it, it's to fucking make the move, make the goddamn leap. You know?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, the market's gonna crash any day, man. I mean, like, it's, you know, we're ready for it, and I have all my money in the bank, in the bank, not even in cash in their hand, just in the bank.
Yeah, I would like to do like what you do with the going completely cryptocurrency and just using your BitPay card or your Shift card.
Yeah,
You know?
I love it. I mean, it's somewhat complicated because sometimes you have to, like I said, I pick between whichever one's having the best volatility in my favor, and then sometimes it gets down to like so close. I'm just, or some days you just feel like, all right, I guess I shouldn't spend any money. It's too far down on all three ends.
Yeah, see what you have to say when tax time comes around. You know?
K7 Gixer. I hope I'm saying that. I feel like that was Geekzer 1000 said, when I find out the date on the airdrop for the OMG, let everybody know. I will definitely be doing a video as soon as I find out about that date and time on that, because I want my free OMG.
I think that's Jixer.
Jix?
Like,
yeah.
Like the motorcycle?
Louder than cryptos.
What was that?
Crypto's a little quiet.
Oh, cryptotherapy. You got to start speaking up. Your volume's a little low.
Just compared to yours.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess I can move my mic away. All right, so it is 10:30. It is time for the guest of the night. There he is. He got the link. Yes, he's here. There we go. How goes it? Gary Guerrero. I tried to roll my R. I'm so bad. I wanted to try it. Guerrero. Yeah, Guerrero. I should have stuck and tried harder at Spanish. I definitely want to get back at it. But, man, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on the show. Can you hear us?
I can't hear him. Can you?
Oh, no, I can't hear him.
There we go. He turns his mic on.
I had my earphones on to try to get better audio, but I guess it's not working.
Yeah, your audio sounds a little robotic.
Huh?
It just sounds a little crackly, like robotic.
Just talk like this.
Let me try this mic right quick. Hold up.
Yeah, no rush, man. I love doing these shows live so people get to see all the work that has to go into this shit, man. It ain't easy. Said, what's an airdrop? Holiday. An airdrop is what happened on August 1st when we woke up to free crypto because we had crypto already. It happens occasionally in Ethereum land, where if you are keeping your finger on the pulse, you can find out things like Stellar. You know, they actually did an airdrop for anybody holding Ethereum. So if you just showed them an Ethereum address and that you were holding Ethereum, they would just send you some of that. So that's cool. That's what an airdrop is, though. It's free money.
Oh, true. Kind of like BCH. You guys hear me?
Yeah, man. You're sounding good now. There we go.
All right. Cool. Hey, man. So I wanted to jump in while you guys were talking about BCH, and I've been reading some stuff, and it says that the blocks, like if the blocks become more efficient to mine, that in the future it might look like some miners might want to jump on mining some BCH. So
if it has the users and the trading volume's high enough to make it profitable, if that's the case. But I mean, it could be, because a lot of other coins out there are only out there because they get traded.
I heard it could become the case if they start mining six blocks under 12 hours, because then that would adjust the difficulty to a rate that is easier to mine BCH. But that's in the future though. That's just something that's speculative right now. But that was something that I was reading before that I wanted to jump in the conversation, but I guess it wasn't my turn, thus.
It's all gravy, man. I like that you jumped in with that. So I got your page on display over here. Gbonikz, is that it? Gbonikz?
Gbonikz. It's like Gbonikz, and then my name starts with a G, so it's like, you know what Ebonics is, right? Like
yeah.
Slang or whatever, and then just G, my own slang. So I just put that together. And
I like it. It's definitely a unique username, Gbonikz. Like when people type it in, only you will show up. Unlike a lot of people who have usernames that are just like, you know, cryptotherapy. Type in crypto, hundreds of people are gonna show up.
Yeah. No, but crypto is a good name to have, though. I've seen it like.
It's gonna get you hits.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna get you hits. I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, I should have named my YouTube channel with like something with crypto or something.
Yeah, I think them naming it my own name personally probably hurts my channel more than anything, because I refuse to change the name to like blockchain talk or something like that. It's Ken Bosak, because any day in my life I might just stop talking about this, and my channel is my channel. It'll always be my channel, and this is my current event in life, is that Bitcoin.
Yeah. Bitcoin, man. Yeah. When I first started like getting into it, I didn't know if I wanted to be talking about it too much, because you know how it is. People try to like keep eyes on you. How the government is supposedly keeping eyes on you and trying to track your money and all that.
Oh, that's not supposed. That's for sure. 100%. They're definitely keeping eyes on it. The Coinbase is already holding hands with the IRS.
I think about that. That's why I shit on the government when I talk about that in my video. I'm like, shit. Oh, well, they haven't knocked down my door yet, so, you know.
Yeah, not yet. Wait till Bitcoin goes to, $1 million or more, and we're really threatening their bread and butter, the U.S. dollar. Wait till you hear the first trade about oil for Bitcoin, and there you go.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be kicking down doors.
Maybe. I don't think they'll be paying attention to it that much till people start like actually like changing their lives without the governments, to get to a point like, because normal people don't know about this. None of my friends know about this. That's why I got on YouTube, because I was like, yo, I need to spread the message. I'm not doing the greatest job in the world, but whatever.
No, I like your I mean, you do promote a couple things that I'm not promote, but I mean, like, talk about a couple things. I don't feel like you're really pushing them any direction. I just feel like it is like sort of how I try to do it, like an information and not so much like an opinion. Like, it is what it is, and so like, but I like when you sit down and you do your talks. Like, I think the last video I checked, you were talking about how porn is accepting crypto.
Yeah, those videos, I want to get back to them, but the problem is that since I'm like not like, I would say I'm a little shy on camera, so like me editing those videos, I sat down one day to edit a video. It literally took me all day, and I burned myself out. I was like, damn, I can't be making these videos every day, but I'm trying to get better at it. I like covering the stories and then doing a little show, kind of how this dude does it, crypto. Like, that inspired me to, like, go out and try to do what he does, emulate what he does, because he's doing a good job at spreading awareness about cryptocurrencies themselves. So I really liked his show. That's what got me into doing those type of episodes. I got to get back to it for real.
When you say crypto, who are you referring to exactly? There's a couple.
Crypto with the zero.
Oh, yeah, Omar Bam. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be on my show last weekend, and then I was supposed to be on his show this past weekend. But, like, we keep running into conflict of calendars and scheduling. But, yeah, his show is definitely inspiring. And seeing his audience grow to what it is now is, I mean, I love having goals in life, man. And getting 10,000 subscribers, one of them. This man almost has 50.
Man, you're going to be there in no time, dude. I've seen YouTube channels grow. Like, I've seen other YouTube channels grow. And you're going to get there in no time. And you're not even, like, trying to push it, like other YouTubers. Like, I don't knock it against them. If they're trying to push something, that's fine. I mean, hey, everybody has to have a way to make their money, but
for sure,
you're more about the information. And that's what I like to see. And the thing with me is that I'm about the information too, but I also like to dabble with what opportunities, Bitcoin can open for people. And I'm watching some great things. So if there's something to promote that might make you a little bit of money, and everything is a risk. So I see myself as a test dummy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was doing when I got into Genesis mining. The first thing, I didn't know nothing about Genesis mining. People started asking me in my videos, what do I think about it? So that's was like, all right, I'll throw money at it. And it was the first time I did it, the first contract definitely was great. It looked great and it worked. I made great. And then I started this most recent one with the most minimal entries and not so great. But it also is they're having multiple issues besides that. So once I start getting the payouts, we'll see where I'm at with Genesis mining. And then there's other things that are super profitable, but they don't show you where the profits come from. That's what really itched me.
Yeah. Yesterday I had sent you that video of that person that called in to try to find the Gbonikz office. So we're still trying to figure it out. I'm still like I have $1,000 in it, but I'm still trying to figure it out. And yeah, that referral system, it is a little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen somebody who's gotten really successful with it, and it's not Trevon, it's not Craig. But I mean, if it's legit, it's a very good way for people to invest in Bitcoin and try to do something with their investments, because it's a passive investment. Another issue with cryptocurrencies, why a lot of people haven't really jumped into it, because how do you earn cryptocurrencies besides the mining and all of that stuff? That's what I think people really want to know, is how do I earn it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With me, I started out with Burst, but then I figured out Burst is 87% mined already. So it's pretty much a pre-mined coin that's supposed to be an easy coin for you to mine at home. But if it's 87% pre-mined, then the distribution of that coin isn't legit.
Well, here's the thing I would tell people. Whenever anybody says how can I would never say put your money into Gbonikz and make passive income. If they said, how can I earn crypto? I would never say, well, you have to have capital and then you can earn crypto. What you could do is even create a YouTube channel, ask for donations in crypto. You could start a blog on Steemit, earn crypto, and then you could sell the Steem for, Bitcoin if that's what you want, or hold it in the Steem dollar so you don't have to worry about volatility. There's a lot of ways for people to make a passive crypto income, by providing a service or creating content or curating content, and they don't actually have to put money into anything in order to get money out of it. A lot of people that talk about Steemit will say, buy Steemit, lock it up, and then you got to click the like button on my Steemit shit. That's not going to make your viewers money. It's going to make you money. And I think if people don't put money into Steemit but put energy into it, that it would be like mining. You're putting your own electricity, your own energy into Steemit. You write a nice blog, you will earn from that, or curate good articles by reading them and organizing them on your Steemit. I'm not a supporter of Steemit. I don't really promote it all the time, but it does have a use case, and I think it is for people that earn a passive income when they want to earn crypto without ever having to put money into anything.
You're trading.
Man, I would advise against trading. I've made some bad moves.
And, yo, if you want, go ahead, talk about trading, guys.
Huh?
If you want to talk about trading, we can talk about trading. I'm done. Trading is dead to me.
Jacob Easter, 20.
All right, so I'm gonna tell my story about how I traded. How I did a shit trade. I went from having 200,000 Ripple.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much. We just got a super chat in the chat. What was the name again?
Jacob Easter.
Jacob Easter, thank you so much. He said you can submit a proposal to smartcash.cc budget systems to earn crypto, for example. I'm not sure if that was a paid promotion, but I really appreciate the $20 super chat. So thank you so much.
I'm telling you, now everybody's coming up with different ways to earn. It's I guess we gotta watch other people that are actually.
I like lending. I mean, I know if you put anything on an exchange, you better be prepared to lose it. But I like the idea of lending on sites like Gbonikz, where they have the 2-day loan, and you can put some Bitcoin out, loan it out, and then earn that yourself. You don't need Gbonikz to do it for you. There's so many other things that you can do where you control the private keys, and you can still use bots. You can go and create your own bot, or use a bot that's legit, that you can see the trades, and you don't have to entrust your value in some company. That's all.
True.
So what was up with your trading? What happened?
Oh yeah, so after I had bought my Litecoin, I had bought my Ethereum, and I was like, I have a little bit more. Let me see how I hedge myself. And then at this time, I was using Bitstamp. So I got like over 20,000, and I went and I did the wire transfer, and with that, I was able to buy 205,000 Ripple. And basically, this was coming at a time where Ripple was doing the jump. It had jumped from like 15 cents to fucking, it was going to 40 cents. It topped out at 40.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't want to be in Ripple. Ripple is the bank coin. I need to get out of the bank coin. This is bullshit. Let me get out of the bank coin. And right there and then, I got hit like with bad luck and bad timing. Burst was going up from 8 cents to like a penny, and I was like, holy crap, this is it. This is the moment. I had already made a profit on Ripple, and I was like, bro, let me just sell out of Ripple. And instead of like selling out a little bit, I sold out everything. I sold most of the Ripple, jumped into Burst, thinking, I bought like 3 million Burst, thinking, oh shit, if this goes up to $1, that's it. With 3 million, I'm a millionaire. And yeah, that was the biggest mistake ever, because Ripple kept on going up, and as soon as I jumped into Burst, bang, that shit started going down. And I was like, oh my God. So then I panic sold, and I lost like a whole bunch of money with Ripple after panic selling. So I panic sold and jumped back into Ripple and got some NEM. And NEM is doing great right now, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I wish I got in on them too. Somebody asked me about it a long time ago. I checked it out, and I think it was like 5 cents or something really cheap. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it looks like I don't know why I didn't follow my own thing, but I was like, it looks like it's trading for USDT. There's not too many on that list on Gbonikz. Yeah, maybe grab some. Why not? And I think they actually sent me a tip not too long ago saying thanks for the tip. And I was like, it really wasn't a tip. I didn't even take my own advice. But NEM is definitely interesting. Your Ripple horror story is pretty much like mine. Ripple, I call it the Ripple Gate, because it affected a lot of people, what Gbonikz did and what happened on a lot of exchanges during that Ripple mooning. I had a buy order in, and a stop loss, and a sell order. I was all ready to go, and I think it was Gbonikz and Bittrex or something, and I was trading Ripple, and I stayed up all night. I think I didn't have sleep for like 2 days. I'm putting in like a whole Bitcoin, man. I put in a whole Bitcoin worth of trade. I think at the time it was like $2,000 or 2,200, and I lost everything, man. I ended up selling high, selling low and buying back high, and my stop loss never triggered, so it was just the worst. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter how much time and energy you put into trading. You're just going to get screwed because it is the Wild West.
Yeah.
The only time I made a mistake in trading was it was my fault, and I was trying to make a sell order, and I missed a digit.
I did that with a buy order. I paid extra for some shit once, man.
I was like, fuck, man. God
Yo,
damn.
fuck a decimal place. Like, for real.
Yeah.
We learn, and we got to keep it moving. I mean, when I look back at it, the trade didn't go so bad. I'm not down that much from what I thought I could be up, but like I should have definitely stayed in Ripple. Kept it there, and I would have been my portfolio would be doing a little bit better. Yo, so I wanted to ask you guys actually how you guys feeling about SegWit locking in possibly tomorrow.
I'm excited. I think that price increase that we saw when SegWit locked in for Litecoin is destined for Bitcoin.
Which SegWit is this? Is this the 2X or?
No, this is just the SegWit, and then
Real SegWit.
Take like a 2-week period to actually lock in, and then after that the fees should be getting cheaper. So let's see what happens.
I'm all for it. If it makes the transactions cheaper, everything faster, and overall benefits the Bitcoin network, I'm all on board with it,
Yeah, I think it would take the hash rate back to Bitcoin a little bit, because if the transactions are going through cheaper, then the hash rate should go right back, Get miners start pointing the other way.
Oh, okay, John, anything you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up trading, and I did.
to bring up trading. I'm done here, man. I'm done. Like, yo, you got.
I'm out. I'll see you later.
I'll be here all week.
So what are you doing on your channel? Like, you said you do a little bit of news or anything. Are you doing any sort of mining yourself at home? Doing cloud mining, loans, anything like that?
I'm trying to do the burst mining right now, and I'm actually looking into building like my own rig, like probably like 4 GPUs or something to like try to start mining. Because what first got me into Bitcoin was the fact that you could mine your own currency and stuff. But then like I started learning about the miners. You can't. I live in Miami, man, so it's like super hot over here, and I'm not gonna have like basically if I would have bought the miners that I put into Genesis mining in dollar amount, I would have like 25 of the 13.5 terahash miners. So that's like, that's a big, that's a big ass fucking thing of miners. I couldn't be able to run that at my house. So that's why I think cloud mining actually is beneficial. And you do make a profit, not so much a profit, but you're in. Get back to the mining. Burst coin seemed like it's a good coin to mine, just to mine it. I watched this other YouTuber, I Mine Blocks. I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But yeah, he mines the burst, and like the next thing is mining with GPUs. So I'm gonna probably buy like 5 of them. I had actually bought some more terabytes, like 5 Seagates, but I returned them because I didn't know how to like set them up and stuff. But now I've been thinking I could just like make the wooden frames for the miners myself and try to start mining with GPUs, at least 4 or 5, and see what that does, because that's more legit mining. And plus burst coin is already mined 87%, so I don't even know if that has a potential in the future. I'm hoping it does, because mining Bitcoin is such a huge operation and it takes so much energy. I don't know what you guys feel about global warming or anything like that, but it's getting hot. So you know what I'm saying, in the future it looks like there's a necessity for coins that are less power consumptive.
Yeah, here's my spiel with buying mining stuff though. Wouldn't you rather just buy crypto with the money that you spent by the time you even plug it in? And here's another side note. Before you even plug in that graphics card, it's already worth 3 to 5 times what you paid for it if you did wait for it, because you have somebody on back order that's willing to pay 3 to 5 times more than its shelf value. So before you even plug in a graphics card, it's already in profit. But so you shouldn't even plug it in at this point. But say you do. Say you buy a couple graphics cards and you set it up. By the time that you are in even profit or break even of the money you spent, not even in coin quantity, but like the US dollar, the fiat value that you spent on that rig, the amount of money that you would have been able to cash out for if you would have just bought a cryptocurrency and held it till that time, it's not going to be the same. For me personally, unless you like the sport of hunting and you want to go out and catch a deer and then do all the work and then you can have your deer jerky, as opposed to me, I'm going to Walmart and I'm getting my jack links because they already did all the work. I'm just going to go to Coinbase and I'm going to buy my Bitcoin instead of sitting there and trying to mine a coin to sell to get Bitcoin. And buying that mining equipment is just a missed opportunity to buy the cryptocurrency now. That's just my spiel. Like, imagine if you did this a year ago when Bitcoin was at like $400 and you spent thousands of dollars on mining equipment and Bitcoin went up this much. If you would have just spent that thousands of dollars on the Bitcoin back when it was 400, you wouldn't even have gave a shit about mining anymore.
Yes and no, but like you gotta be able to tackle a problem from all angles. And I feel like if you already have the coin, you have a little bit of cash, you might as well because once you break even and you're making all the profit, it's a lot of profit, man.
Well, that's in US dollar, not in quantity of coin. That's what I'm trying to say. You could have 4 Bitcoin instead of your mining rig, and then 4 Bitcoin could be worth whatever. But I understand what you're saying. It's just I look at things in quantity of coin, and you'll never be able to get the amount of coin, the quantity of that coin, for the same amount of money that you spent. But in fiat, in dollar amount, yeah, you could make money. But I'm here to talk about crypto and making quantity of crypto. That's why I buy Bitcoin, and I know a lot of people that buy Bitcoin to sell it.
But you buy Bitcoin because you're not mining it yourself.
Well, I could easily sell 5 Bitcoin and buy a nice ass setup for mining. My electricity in my apartment complex is free, but I found out from Ozzy that my apartment complex can't handle all that. But anyway, I could buy mining equipment, or I could hold on to my coin and let it go. I know I already have it, and if I was going to spend any new money, I'd probably just buy more coin. Mining is such like a weird thing for me, because it's got to be something you really get, like, you get something out of because you're passionate about it. Profit-wise, I think just buying and holding.
And that's the thing that I am passionate about. It is just that I do other things, so I haven't been able to like sit down and like, okay, let me learn how to set my nonces and like, well, that's what burst coin, but I'm sure I would have to learn other things with these other cryptocurrencies. I am passionate about it. The thing is, I haven't gotten into the mining because I bought coins. So since I bought coins, now I'm thinking, how do I use my coins to make more coins? The cloud mining, that's what I use the Bitcoin for, and all my other holdings I'm not gonna touch them. Anything else that I spend in getting into the space, I'm gonna use whatever I have in cash. And it's starting out, it shouldn't be that much. Like getting a rig with let's say 5 GPUs, that would be anywhere from like $2,500 to $3,000, and I'm into the coins, so like I don't see why not try to mine my own coins and gain that experience. It's also good for the channel if I do something like that, because a lot of people are interested in how do you mine the coins. And there's a lot of miners that are YouTubers with bigger followings, but I think it could help me out, gain some traction and learn something new.
Plus, someone's gonna mine, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could always run a node.
I feel like that's the best way I could, give back to the community, is like try to learn something and like not just be one of these YouTubers that's trying to like, punk people into the whole hype and like get them to do shit that they don't know what they're doing, and then they jump in, they lose a little bit of money, and they start like,
That's why me and that I'm gonna say his name. God damn it, I don't wanna. But Crypto Trading Pro. Me and him butt heads. Me and him butt heads because he calls himself a pro, but I'm like, bro, you could literally throw money in any direction in this and make money. You're not a pro.
He came into the game and he started like I watched him.
Dennis Turk, how goes it? Sorry, go ahead.
He came into the game talking a whole bunch of garbage and like hyping it up and telling people, yo, this is how you need to do it, this and that. And it's like, no, my nigga, you gotta do your research. You gotta fucking know what it is that you're gonna get into before you get into. Don't just. He was trying to pump that China coin thing, and I was like, bro, what is this? And then you got the other guy high on coins. Supposedly everybody got fucked when they bought that China coin thing. So I don't know. I don't want to do that on my channel. Like on my channel, I'm a maximalist. With the Bitcoin thing, I'm a maximalist. Even though I use it for cloud mining, I just use it because I've done the math. But Bitcoin is the coin to have. Even Ethereum doesn't really have a use case. There hasn't been any use case.
Oh, I disagree. I can tell you right now, Ethereum has the best use case on the blockchain.
Where's the app?
What do you mean? It is the GoFundMe for other blockchain companies. It's the Kickstarter of crypto. Anybody who wants to make a blockchain project can have a token ICO on the Ethereum network, bro. That is GoFundMe. Ethereum now has the best use case it didn't even expect to get. They want it to be smart contracts. Well, guess what? Now you're GoFundMe. Deal with it.
Is that a...
That's a great thing. That's amazing. We're going to see. This is going to happen for a while. I mean, eventually it's going to collapse. I mean, there's no way it's going to be sustainable.
Oh, wait a second. I want to like keep me up to date on some solar powered bike that you could use. And yo, it's been 2 years. I haven't heard back from them.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. There's always going to be a new ICO that's going to have this thing that gets people excited, and then it will fizzle away, and then a new one will come out, and that's where money's going to keep going into Ethereum, out, and back in and out, and it's going to keep riding up. And eventually, the greater fool theory, the whole idea of calling it the dot-com bubble, that will eventually happen in Ethereum. It's the whole use case for this ICO thing, until we get regulation and really have it enforced somehow, or people start being smarter about investing in ICOs. It's this Ethereum use case is amazing. I mean, personally, I have a lot of Ethereum, man, and I got lucky. I got in at like $10, so I got a decent amount, and I am not considering selling them anytime soon.
No, me neither. I have a good amount, and I had a better amount before I did that whole Ripple bullshit. But
Man, Ripple hurt me too. I'm with you. I feel you. We have the same scars.
yeah. Nah, but I don't let it get to me, man. I just make a mistake. It's good to learn like that. I've learned to take my emotions out of it.
Yes, exactly. Dude, that is well said. Take your emotions out of it. If you're using any money that you feel emotional about, it's too much money, or you have the wrong money in there, because if you have emotions, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose money every time.
Yeah.
Hey, before we come up on time, I wanted to talk about wallets. What kind of hardware wallet do you have, if any, or which one do you are you most interested in, and what kind of software wallet do you recommend to your friends and family, and why?
The software wallets, I recommend Jaxx and Coinami, and the hardware wallets, I have a Trezor, Ledger, and the KeepKey. Which, damn, this KeepKey is like fucking me up, because like the KeepKey still hasn't split the BCH.
Did they plan on it? Did they announce that they would?
I don't think they did they?
They said that they would when the beta went into effect, but
me and John did a review and they were not on our list.
Yeah, man, I messed up. I might have needed to have switched it over to Trezor, but I haven't used the Trezor yet. Not really. I use more the Ledger and the other one. What I want to get is there's the crypto wallet. Omar Bam has it on the beginning of his.
That is actually a company that sells wholesale. So he's sponsored, and I am as well. I just don't promote it as much right now. Today, I'm actually promoting Changely, because I'm an affiliate with them, and there's a link in the description box if you want to use Changely. But yeah, that's an affiliate program for a wholesale company. So you can go to cryptohwwallet.com, and you can buy any one of the 3 crypto wallets you have, or many others, and they usually try to buy them in bulk. So if you go to Trezor.com or Ledger.com and they don't have it, they might have it because they bought in bulk.
Yeah, the one I was thinking about was actually one that I think they sell. It's Digital Box.
Yeah, that one's cool. I think I've seen that.
That's the one I want to add to my collection. I want to have all the type of wallets. Like I want to have a little collection of wallets just in case, I can switch around the funds.
I'm the opposite. I don't want to pay for any of my wallets because the money I spent on the wallet could have been in my wallet, and then by the time I like for me personally, man, when I bought my Ledger Blue, which was pre-ordered at $250 plus shipping. Came out to like $300. This was when Bitcoin wasn't even $900 yet, and I spent $300 on this. And I'm just like thinking about it all the time, man. I'm just like, should I even have bought the wallet? But I mean, it was the best investment I made, honestly.
I like your style though. You like to hold no matter what. I mean, I like to take hits wherever.
I did not have that mentality till I was in this over a year. It took me a couple scars on trading, a couple scars from places like Genesis mining and things like that. It took a few scars to get where I'm at mentality wise with the whole accumulation phase. I think when we zoom out, we're in a very big bull run, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. I mean, we have mainstream's attention right there on speed dial. We're just waiting for it.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that Bitcoin promotes saving. That's what it does.
It makes you more frugal.
Yeah. I'm a frugal guy. I don't need much.
You know what? We hit our marker for over 50 thumbs up, so we're gonna go ahead and give away Litecoin live right here on the show. So let's go ahead and draw the winner. Who's it gonna be? 0.1 Litecoin coming your way just for watching the show.
Yo, what's up? I could give out some Dash. I got some Dash.
Are you in the chat box on YouTube? Go ahead. Yo, Sterling Sawyers, my boy, man. About time he got something, man. That's awesome. Sterling, I'm going to go ahead and send you an email. All you got to do is reply with your Litecoin address, and from there, I will go ahead and send you some Litecoin. So congratulations to Sterling Sawyers. If you want to give away Dash, why don't you go ahead into the chat box and get somebody who puts their Dash address first up in there.
I'm trying to, because I have it in full screen. Let me see. Let me see. Chat. Wait, give me a second. Chat.
Giving away some Dash. I actually got into Dash when it was at $10, and I backed out when it started to hit 100. I never got back in, and now it's almost 2. It's so emotions.
when I see a debit card for Dash, oh man, it's gonna be on and popping. I'm gonna love that.
Yeah, you're right, actually. I should be buying now because I said I'll buy when they have that Mastercard they keep talking about. And there were so many, like, buying opportunities because of that. And like I said, once there's already the thing that you were waiting for, the buying opportunity's been passed. You had to take the risk.
Yeah. Man, I can...
I was trying to put my dash address in there first. So someone actually
Meat Popsicle was the first person to comment with their dash address. If you wanted to have Meat Popsicle's address, it's in the chat box, and you could send him that dash.
I'm trying to pull up the chat box. I exit the full screen, and I'm gonna have to pull it up on YouTube. My bad about that.
It's awesome. No, we're going to stay live until you can get a copy and paste from the chat box, and then we'll phase it out. I just wanted to let everybody know to make sure they check out Cryptotherapy on YouTube. That is the co-host of the show, John Crothers. We have Gbonikz Bits. Gbonikz Bits on the show today. Make sure that you click the link in the description box below. It's right next to guest. You'll see a link down there that'll take you to his channel. You can go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be doing what were you saying your show's going to be leaning towards now?
Not tomorrow.
For me?
Yes. Well, what can they look forward to? What kind of content is your channel going to be providing?
Bro, I'm gonna be trying to share like some of the news, like from all the news sites and stuff, and like what's going on with my investments. I'm gonna try out different things with the investments. I mean, I'm getting $200 a day roughly with the Genesis mining, so I'm trying out different things just so people can get a view of them. But I'm not doing it stupidly. Like, I want to research and actually try to figure these things out and not like lead people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. No, I totally understand. All right, so guys, we're gonna go ahead and sign out. I'm sure he's gonna be able to take care of Meat Popsicle and get him his dash. The chat box will stay up there for a while. All right, guys, I gotta wrap things up and get going. John, any last words? Last words. I shouldn't have said it like that. Like he's gonna die or something.
Meat Popsicle. Write it one more time.
What's that?
Meat Popsicle, put your dash address in the chat box one more time. And John, any sign-off words?
I just wanted to appreciate everybody who comes over and has subscribed to my channel. My channel is growing as well, and I had no inclination that this was going to happen like this when I started doing YouTube. So I wanted to thank all of you who have come over and subscribed to my channel. And for those of you who are Genesis mining with me, make sure you check your payouts because they're fucking us over right now. But it seems like they're trying to get shit together, and I've received a payout today while we were doing this little chat. I checked my wallet and it looks like I've received something. So check yours and make sure you're getting what your dues are, you know? Yeah,
I haven't gotten anything, man. It's been such a bummer. All right, man. Hey, Gary, any last words that you want to get out there before we go off the air?
Ken, were you talking about not getting anything with your mining contracts?
Yes, I don't get anything. I got dash. I definitely got some dash, but I didn't get anything else.
You're mining in red, man. Because if you look on Coin Wars, if you put 1 terahash, it's not gonna. You're mining in the red with 1 terahash.
Oh, I know, but that's the point of the experiment. Is why is that option even available if it's guaranteed to be non-profitable? That's why I basically threw my money out the window to show somebody not to buy the cheapest option, that it's not going to even be remotely profitable. Even that the option's there makes it something I don't like about Genesis.
True. Yeah, I mean, there should definitely be in a disclaimer.
Oh, for sure that it's not gonna. They should have a calculator right next to it. I mean, even fucking Control Finance has a calculator.
Yeah, I still gotta watch your video about Control Finance. I've been seeing a whole bunch of stuff pop up.
Oh my god, man, it's insane. 25% per referral, bro. If I can find somebody with $100 grand looking to invest in crypto, you think I'm not gonna try to hustle this this Control Finance thing? 25%. If he puts in $100 grand, I'm set. And that's what's happening.
It sucks because this, like, the crypto space, like, at first I was just thinking Bitcoin, but now the crypto space is like turning into this thing where it's like affiliate programs and all this, like, and it's like, yo, yeah, let's just try to hold Bitcoin, man. This is a little bit too much. There's too many things going on. But the thing is, if they make money, it's gonna be attractive.
Exactly. Let that be the takeaway from tonight. We'll end on that note. If people are flaunting profits, they're probably bullshitting you into making them more money with your money than you'll ever make following them. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. Have a night. I had to come back live on the air to remind everybody that I will not be here tomorrow night. I will be at a concert, Die Antwoord, in Philadelphia at the Electric Factory. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you are at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia tomorrow at the Die Antwoord concert and you see me with this shirt on, stop me and I will give you free crypto. Just like, Ken, give me free crypto and I'll give you free crypto. All right, guys. Had to come back to let you know I will not be live tomorrow night. All right. Have a night.